great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. This is the moment for action. Do not let it pass.
Whether you agree or disagree with Don Trump, and I don't agree with everything that he does, but one thing I do respect about the Trumper, he is not afraid to make a decision. And he's damn sure not afraid to make a tough, legacy-defining decision that he knows might not be popular. Whether you agree or disagree with the decision to attack Iran, this is what real leadership looks like. Real leaders make decisions. Real leaders deal with the backlash. There were many things accomplished with this attack on Iran. For starters, I don't think this is necessarily a war with Iran. This is a war, and this is an attempt to dismantle radical Islam. With Iran retaliating and attacking damn near every Muslim country in the Middle East, Donald Trump has now turned the entire Middle East against the Islamists in Iran. And he has also exposed the radicals in our own country again. This week has been absolutely brutal for doofus Democrats. Morale throughout the party of the donkey, morale throughout the mainstream media, all-time lows. Oh no! Our beloved Islamists are being destroyed! Who will we use now to riot in the streets of America? How can we implement our goal of oppression without the muscle of the Islamist? I'm so sad! Do I want another war in the Middle East? Obviously not. But there are a lot of things I don't want. For 15 years, I didn't want to wake up every morning and go to a job that I hated. Towards the end of my time in corporate America, I was dreading Monday morning on Friday afternoon. But I had to go through that 15 years of misery. I had to go through that struggle to get to where I'm at today. Those 15 years, it makes me appreciate what I have now. Those 15 years are a constant reminder to never take this life that you guys have helped me build, never take this life for granted. I don't think anyone, Don Trump included, I don't think anyone wants another decades-long war in the Middle East. But like I said, this isn't a war with Iran. This is a fight to stop the spread of radical Islam. And it's a fight we will win. And doofus Democrats not named John Fetterman, they know it, which is why morale in the party of the donkey and throughout the mainstream media is at an all-time low. Just think about the last few years and how the legs of the donkey have been dismantled. Trump allies now control a sizable portion of social media with Twitter and TikTok. Allies of the Trumper control nearly 200 local news stations in 100 markets. The Washington Post, it's pretty much been dismantled. USA Today is irrelevant. Corporations are terrified to embrace the woke wiener because they saw what happened to Bud Light, Target, and Cracker Barrel. And now, one of the premier polished turds in the party of the donkey, it has been purchased by a friend of the Trumper. Last summer, the Ellison family bought CBS. This week, they are finalizing the purchase of CNN. As expected, morale at CNN, all-time lows, while the level of fear is at an all-time high. Woke welfare collectors are worried about their future. They are wondering if they'll come in on Monday morning and see a pink slip on their desk instead of the usual fresh set of batteries for their battery-powered wiener. Obviously, the abundance of fear is justified, but as I have thought about this more, as I have thought about the future of CNN, I'm starting to wonder if the burial plot in the woke cemetery is being prepared. I'm starting to wonder if CNN was purchased to be shut down. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the second channel is in the description below. Today on the second channel, going to be talking about Diego Pavia destroying whatever draft capital that he had. Diego Pavia spoke with the media yesterday, and he once again proved that he lacks the one thing required to be a franchise quarterback in the NFL. I'll tell you what Diego Pavia is lacking besides cleats with high heels. So if you haven't already, click the link in the description below, subscribe to the second channel. Headline at Variety: CNN staffers fear deal with Paramount will hurt their journalism and financial health. Journalism? Journalism. What journalism? This is the same network that claimed Trump was sending death threats at the State of the Union. Did you hear what this evil orange dictator said? He said Democrats are evil monsters who should be killed. This is another example of CNN giving us a partial truth. I think most normal people would agree that there are a lot of doofus Democrats who are evil, but I watched the entire State of the Union the other night. Not one time did I hear the Trumper threaten violence against the party of the donkey. According to Variety, woke welfare collectors at CNN are devastated that their beloved Titanic has been purchased. Poor Andy Cooper. He just quit his job at 60 Minutes to escape the oppressive journalistic standards that have been implemented at the new and improved CBS. And now those same standards are going to be implemented at CNN. Paid propagandists, they are running out of places to go. It is getting harder and harder for turd polishers to find a mainstream network that will allow them to polish the turd. As of right now, the one thing that is pretty much guaranteed, there will be layoffs at CNN. CBS already has a fully functional newsroom. CBS has their own producers, their own staffers. There's no need for them to keep most of the behind-the-scenes employees at CNN. But I'm starting to wonder, and I could be way off base here, but I'm starting to wonder if CNN will eventually be shut down. Obviously, it wouldn't happen tomorrow or even in the next few months, but long term, I'm wondering if CNN will be going the way of the dodo bird. Think about it. CNN is a microscopic piece of this deal between Paramount and Warner Brothers. CNN is estimated to be worth between $2 and $3 billion. The overall value of this deal is $110 billion. Now, the real value in this deal is the extensive Warner Brothers library, which is the reason that Netflix was so interested in buying it. Warner Brothers has decades, maybe even centuries worth of content. But Casey, so does CNN. CNN's been on the air for almost 50 years. Yeah, but their library of content is completely worthless. No one cares about a CNN broadcast from a random Tuesday in 1993. To make matters worse, there's no clear path for CNN to be competitive. It is damn near impossible to save this sinking turd. Fox News has cornered the market with normal people. MSNBC has a very firm embrace on the woke wiener. If you're spanking the winker, you're probably watching the balding beauties at MSNBC. CNN is now competing with independent media. They are competing with YouTubers who have earned the trust of their audience. And that is one of the main problems at CNN. Trust. People on both sides no longer trust the network. But they can reestablish that trust by becoming the only unbiased network reporting the news. CNN can remain in the middle. Yeah, 5-10 years ago, that might have worked. If CNN had started down that path in 2015 or 2016, maybe they would have a chance to survive. And look, that is the standard that the mainstream media should have, but unfortunately, in the year of our Lord 2026, that dog won't hunt. Being in the middle, remaining neutral, that's not entertaining, which is another major problem at this dump. Besides the American hero Scott Jennings, I am a real American. Besides the American hero, CNN doesn't have a single star that is capable of entertaining an audience. CNN is really popular in nursing homes where it is used to sedate patients for nap time. They've had to quit showing CNN at airports because pilots kept falling asleep behind the cockpit. Whether you want to admit it or not, the combination of Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo, hey, it's me, Chrissy C. The combination of Donnie and Chrissy in prime time, it worked for CNN for a little while. The problem, though, they were 100% reliant on the Trumper for content. Once John Biden became president, they no longer had an enemy. And to make matters worse, CNN spent 4 years trying to convince us that John Biden was the next Al Einstein. They drove away their audience of independent voters by constantly lying to them about Johnny B. Don't worry, guys. John Biden isn't sleeping. He's just watching CNN. It's no secret. Donald Trump has hated CNN for years. At damn near every press conference, Don Trump goes out of his way to attack Caitlin Collins. Katie Roo! Katie Roo! He goes out of his way to point out that CNN ratings are in the pooper. When you combine his hatred of the network with his friendship with the Ellisons, along with the fact that Paramount is inheriting billions of dollars of debt with this buyout, which means if their intent was to save CNN, it's not really financially feasible because they can't afford to pay real stars. All of this has me wondering, if CNN was purchased to eventually be shut down. But you tell me, sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.